Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, I got a message from one of my sources at 5:37 this morning that there had been a derailment here at 338 at around the west end of Bealville, which is just the other side of Tunnel 2, which I'm standing on top of right now. I had some business to conduct in Tehachapi this morning, so I was headed this way anyway, but I had to go take care of that first. It is a little after 10 in the morning right now. I went up there and took care of what I had to do up there. We got something to eat at the King Cafe. I don't see anything. Let's get this flipped around. Yeah, other than some vehicles down there, I don't see anything. It's my understanding that it was just two cars, that they dragged them a distance. I heard from 335 to 338, but I don't see any damage on the other side of the tunnel on the ties or anything like that, but I don't know. It's all speculation. And sorry if there's a little wind noise. I didn't realize it was windy when I got out of the truck there. But anyway, so yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, so let's throw the drone up and see if we can see something. All right. Looking down at the west end of Bealville, the north end if you must. You see the old steps there, the side of the hill. That's where the signal cabin used to be, right at the top of those. And had a concrete stop block as a step. But yeah, you can see the track gang working there. They have the turnout rail is gone. So evidently the car was dragged through the switch. And that is something they're going to have to get taken care of before they get the siding back in service. They can run trains on the main line like that. They just have to get the signal circuits to work and you'd have to spike and clamp the switch out of service. But they will probably fix that before they get going. See all the honchos there. Not as many as there are in a major derailment. All right, looks like the information I got was accurate. Two hopper cars lying there on their sides, their trucks hanging out by them. All right, taking a look at the main line there. I don't know how far the cars were dragged, but if you look closely, you can see the wheel marks just to the left of the center of the ties. Zigzag back and forth across a little there, but the ties don't appear to be broken up. But I did hear that a lot of clips had been knocked off and that they were going to have to replace all those. I don't know if they'd already done that. I doubt it. But yeah, down on top of the work going on at the switch there. As I get to looking, it looks like they have wood ties in place there. Now, I don't know. I thought that they changed out all of the switches, and those are concrete ties there. So I don't think they changed out all the switch panels to concrete over the last 2 years. So if I'm wrong about that, and you work up there, let me know. But it looks like they've put in a bunch of wood ties. Let's see, Tunnel 2 there, and the 180-degree curve that is associated with it. And at least we can clear this curve of any wrongdoing, because these cars were on the ground long before that. Get down a little closer to the tracks on the west side of Tunnel 2, and doesn't appear to be any real damage to these ties. You can still kind of see the lighter drag marks where the wheels went across it, but
as I said before, doesn't seem to have done much damage.
All right, well, as I was leaving Bealville, coming back down, I was going to stop and take a couple of pictures of this train that's sitting there. And I noticed all these people. So evidently, it did drag that car all the way up the hill. As we saw in the drone footage from up top, you could see some of the drag marks. So I'm not going to go down there and get swim in anybody's soup. So let's throw the drone up here and see what we can see.
All right, you can see some new IJs in the turnout there, and so it looks like they've done some track work. Ballast is disturbed, and those look like wood ties there as well, but there's no way they would have, I told hell, I don't think they could have got all that work done in about the 6 hours that the time of the drone was started. They're in there at the facing signal right there, working on those track wires. They definitely have damaged track wires dragging those wheels across it. But again, no major damage to the ties. See the track guys there measuring something off. Get a good look at the crossing panels there at Caliente Bodfish Road. And they don't appear to be damaged much at all. Even on the ends there, they look okay. All right, well, let's couple guys there solving the railroad's problems. See some work's been going on there, messing with some ties. Like maybe a little tamping, or I don't know. They weren't doing anything when I was there. I got one of the maintenance away high rail trucks there. And they're in the horseshoe curve there, and this is the bridge over Caliente Creek. And the spacing looks odd on some of those ties, but I don't think that is related to the derailment. It would be very unusual for that to happen and not have them skewed. But again, I don't know how much work they got done between the time this happened, the time they got there, and the time I got there. But that would have been a lot of work trying to straighten that stuff out, those concrete ties. But I don't know. Looking back to the west through Caliente Bodfish Road there on the left. This train was sitting here when I came in this morning to go up to Tunnel 2. See the World Garda is the new security people there. They replaced Pinkerton. But yeah, this train's been sitting there. Those two cars sitting in the spur there in that set-out track. I don't know how long those have been there. It's unlikely they had anything to do with this. But again, I could be wrong about that. You know me. But yeah, this train is stretched out back down, not all the way into the Caliente Creek Narrows, but he's stretched out a ways back there. No telling when he's going to get to go someplace. And that semi going up there and the loader behind it, that semi came right down to where I was parked, pulled in, he's got a load of ties, and turned around and headed back up the road with the loader behind him. So I'm assuming they're going to go back up to Bealville where the problems were.
All right, well, they're taking the track truck off. And Doesn't look like much going on down here anymore. And there's the signal maintainer there. And this is turned into the back road. As long as that guy's got the crossing blocked. I said he looked like he was getting off the tracks, but I guess he's not. But anyway, there ain't much going on here. All right, I know it wasn't much, but it's all there was, and it's all I could get. So I still don't know anything. I haven't spoken to anyone. You saw in the drone footage the 2 cars spotted down on the spur at Caliente. I have no idea if those have anything to do with this. Probably not. I believe that the 2 that we saw laying on their sides up top, the 2 hoppers, that's more likely the issue. I don't know. Not very exciting, not much going on. I thought about coming back later and watching them fix the tracks down there with the drone, but that wouldn't work out. So anyhow, here are the URLs to my PayPal and my Patreon. If you can help the channel out that way, I'd sure appreciate it. Keep shooting me the ideas. Drop me comments below. Shoot me an email at motorpoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. Become a member. $2.99 a month. Yeah, go find the link that's on the little icon that's on my banner page when you first come to my page. If you want to become a member for $2.99 a month, that is an awesome thing too. All right, I am going to get out of here and go get something to drink, take a break, and maybe go mess with the drone somewhere else, non-railroad issued. All right, we'll see y'all later.